Hi, all, and welcome to Monday night's All Metal Mode podcast with Gypsy and myself, Amanda Degas. Right now, I am having issues getting Gypsy on the line. We were just talking for the last 15 minutes, and 8 o'clock hit, and she disappeared. So I am currently trying to get her back into the show, and we can see what's going on. So I don't know if anybody is listening yet, and if you are and in the chat, if you can just let me know if you can hear me so I know it's not another wonderful Spreak or Skype issue, because it's 2020 and nothing likes to work for me. Oh, I see two. I see Bill and Bill. Hey, Bill and Bill. So, all right, so you can hopefully hear me all right, and I will continue trying to get Gypsy on the line. Good. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
Please leave your message for
No, that's not going to work. All right. Well, while I'm trying to get her back into the show, I can say I did get out this weekend, which was pretty nice. Definitely chilly, but it's just, oh, I can maybe get her on now.
Hey.
Hey, all right. So we have Gypsy on the line. Can everyone who's in chat, can you say if you can hear Gypsy or not? Go ahead and talk, Gypsy.
Hey, can everybody hear me?
Whew, I swear.
I'm not sure what happened. It was funny. I could hear you, but it was weird. I don't know. Anyway, I'm here now.
Woohoo.
Yay!
All right. So we got that going. So how are you? How was your holiday and long weekend?
Oh, it was wonderful. It was really good. Of course, I didn't get any new detectors or new metal detecting equipment this year. So for Christmas, not that I asked for anybody from Santa or anything, but anyway. But I had a great holiday and got to get out yesterday and with some friends out by the river and do some metal detecting. And two of the people I was with, it was their first time really metal detecting, and they had a great time. They found some cool finds, and I ended up getting a ring. I'm not going to tell y'all all about that, but you'll have to wait for the video to come out, but probably in another few weeks. I still have my relic video to put up from my trip to Arkansas. So, but I did manage to get a new video out today, and I hope y'all get a chance to check it out. My buddy Scott in the video, he found a really epic gold something another. So if you get a chance, check that video out. It was a lot of fun. It's always fun detecting with friends and getting outdoors, spreading out, and getting a little exercise, and had a great time. And anyway, yeah, so that was a lot of fun. Also, I did do the drawing for the gold coin that I was giving away on my YouTube channel, and
I won it, right? You could tell.
Yeah, you won it. Actually, I can't remember even the guy's name. I can't recall it at this moment, but I did make a video of who won, and it took us several days. I probably didn't hear back from the winner for at least 4 days, but I finally heard back from it.
Nice.
So I will be sending that out to him hopefully tomorrow. And so, yeah, that's exciting.
Nice.
And
Very nice.
we got another giveaway to give away tonight, don't we?
We sure do. We didn't announce it, so if anybody's listening right now that isn't in chat, when you hear the word, you probably want to jump in if you can and sign into chat. But
yeah, because towards the end of the show, we'll go ahead and give that away. What do you think? We should keep them in suspense for a little while and then tell them what it is later, and then we'll. We've already got Bill guessing numbers. You have to wait, Bill. Yeah, let's keep them in suspense.
Yeah.
So if you aren't in chat, go ahead and try to log in and get in chat for your chance to try to win our giveaway tonight to celebrate the new year coming up. So I know you're ready for the new year.
I am. This year,
to say the least.
This year, I think it probably would have been a little bit better if, say, in 2019, I hadn't built it up to be such a great year. I think on the books we had 3 or 4 like week-long dig vacations planned for 2020 that all got canceled, and
right.
we lost family members and a family member, and it's just didn't really get out digging as much. And then my the Heart Crusher 2 was White's closing, so and there's a long list of reasons that I've been sad this year, so
yeah, it's very understandable. I think for this year it's been a extremely rough year for some of us, and some of you. I mean, different. I think COVID has affected us all differently because of the different areas and regions we live in. But yeah, unfortunately, I had a family member pass away recently from COVID. My father's having some health issues right now that I haven't mentioned, and me and my dad are very close, and
you guys go out all the time, digging whenever you're there.
Yeah, I know he doesn't swing a metal detector, but we get out every time, and he loves. I'm getting all teary-eyed, sorry, but he loves getting out with me and digging with me. He loves to dig for me, and when we go out, he's like, won't even let me dig or hardly carry a shovel. He's like, no, let me dig that. You just mark the spot, And anyway, it's been a crazy year, and I'm ready for 2021, and heck, it better be an amazing year, because I know this year's been crazy for all of us. But
we do know, 2021, just so I think, J-Ron, you said, 12 a.m. on Friday really changes nothing, and it's, sadly, that's true. It's true. But you hope, looking at a new year, that maybe you can brush off some of the past year, maybe?
Right.
I know I was telling Gypsy before this, too, in the past, I've always been one that I find, what I find at going out detecting or dump digging, that those things are usually cleaned within the week, cataloged in the location that I found them, and separated into the different boxes that they need to be in. And I was telling her, on my work desk right now, I have plate upon plate like paper plates and trays of finds just stacked up that I haven't done anything with. So I'm really, yeah, lacking on that.
I'm right there with you. I've got stuff. I haven't even cleaned up most of my finds for my trip to Arkansas, and I've been finding bags. Like a lot of times when I haven't had a chance, like I will take out some of my favorite finds usually and get photos of them, and I'll put them in a display case. But a lot of the other finds I'll keep in a baggie separate, like, from each hunt.
Yep.
And I've been coming across a lot of these baggies lately that I need to go through. I need to sort through. And, what I like to do is do several. I've got so many displays now. So I need to go through all those. But, it's just been one of those years that I just haven't, like you do it more in the winter because the weather and stuff, because you're not able to get out as much. For me, I have to be really not able to get out and go metal detect for me to go do that.
Yeah.
And like yesterday was just an amazing day with the weather. It got up to like 74 degrees yesterday, and got to get out in the fresh air and go on this, wonderful hike out, and just it's just wonderful. It felt like summer almost, or spring, So yeah. Anyway, but and I know you and I had several trips planned this year where we were going to get to dig together. We had some pretty epic things planned, I think. Another dig in the dump, and
New York and
some
Virginia.
New York, and yeah, we had so much planned, and then COVID had to go mess it all up. But anyway, I really hope that this new year is going to be good. I may be filming for another TV show coming up in January in the new year, so hopefully that's a good way to get things started.
Yeah.
I will be doing some traveling, so I know with this type of thing, though, I'll go in for like always go in for a COVID test, and then while we're there, we usually, when I filmed last time with the Discovery Channel, what we did is we had a test every day. We had to take a COVID test.
Mm-hmm.
And they take a temperature, they just want to make sure, we're not spreading anything or any germs, or nobody's starting to feel a little bit weird or anything like that. So I'm sure we'll be extra careful and extra cautious. We try to keep our distance, and there's no contact. I mean, we do, when we ate, we sat around outside and ate. So it wasn't like, and we were spaced out. So it wasn't like we were
on top of each other.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, I am excited for you because it sounds like such an awesome endeavor, and I can't wait to be filled in on the awesome excitement that will happen, I am sure.
I'm excited. I've been seeing, have you been seeing lately, they've been putting we've got the trailer now for the new TV show coming out on Discovery Plus. The one episode, they show parts of the one episode I'm in, and it's the boys that were in that video, but of course I'm not in it. Anyway, it's cool to see, where a little bit, a little piece of where we filmed up in Oregon, and see some of the people. I've been in contact with the lady that we filmed with, that she's going to be in the episode as well. And we've been kind of chatting about that. And we've actually been chatting about metal detectors too. So it's been neat. They've been wanting to get a new metal detector, and she was asking me, what I recommended, and recommended a few different detectors and stuff like that. So it's really neat, getting to meet people from all over, that have a love for, preserving history, but also, the ones, even though I'm just kind of learning part of the gold business, so that's new to me, but, hey, it rings on the metal detector too, so, and we do find gold.
Yeah.
It's just usually not in raw gold, but it's cool to be a part of that as well. So, let's see. I saw something in chat. Oh, real quick, Swamp Fox. I know that you were the winner of the little box thing last week. I did put my signature on there for you. I haven't popped it in the mail yet, but I'll be getting that hopefully out to you this week. So I'll be looking for that as well.
And same with the book and the 2 face masks. Those should be in the mail this week. I did not make it there last week. It seemed like everywhere was just packed, and we had some kind of semi nicer days-ish. So I know like Tuesdays are usually my post office day, but last Tuesday I went to my treasure spot, so.
Well, yeah, you want to talk about that?
I guess, yeah. It's just it's that same rocky beach that I find a bunch of lead bale seals and foreign coins, and it's definitely a port, or was a port. So I'm trying to think of what I found. A couple buttons, a couple beads. I found melted marbles make me sad, but I found a melted marble.
Oh, me too.
And it was a swirl, like actual, like really neat one. So that's even more sad. But yeah, what else did I find? A pin. I found a couple bottles, but I left them there, like, because that wasn't what I was looking for, and they weren't. I mean, one was somewhat ACR and didn't look too old, but I left it. And another was looked like a Listerine, like one of those amber older Listerines, and I have a few of those. So I figured if anybody else, ever frequents, I'd leave them for the next person. So at this point too, it's like you said, it's winter here, and trying to clean bottles in the house is just really no fun. So.
Right. I did get out to the dump also a few days ago with my new friend Andrew. He's a young kid, 16 years old, that metal detects, and those videos will be coming out before too long as well. And my buddy Joe came with us, who's never been to this dump, and so wanted to tag along. And it's an old dump, but I love digging soda bottles. So anytime I find a soda bottle, I get super excited. I didn't find a whole one at this one, but Andrew did, and he was super excited. It was really cool. It was fun. We had fun. Found some cool little odds and ends, so be looking for that video as well before too long.
Oh, I love dump digging.
I know. I miss our dump so much.
And then there's that new one.
Our dump. It's not our dump, but you know what I mean.
I do know what you mean. And then there's that new one that I found this year that you need to, when you do get up here, I was talking about bringing you to. We'll call it the Buckle Beach for the, what was it, that over 100 and something.
Yeah.
Buckles.
You had like the huge pile of buckles. I couldn't believe it when you messaged me that photo the first time, and you're like, "Do you see You seen this? I'm like, what? That's insane. Oh my goodness.
Probably
But
should have
yeah,
videoed it, but
I will. I will. It's so hard to video. People don't realize, um, unless you know, do it all the time. I had to get into a habit, and even then, sometimes I get so excited, you miss a lot of some of the stuff that goes behind the scenes sometimes because you don't always see unless we're able to capture a live dig or something. You don't see that first excitement of ooh, what is that? And figuring out what it just unearthed, and it's it's crazy. Sometimes there's just times I will go out and I'll go detecting, and I'm thinking I'm not going to video. I'm just going to, and then I'll find something. That's when I usually find something really cool, and I have to pull out the camera. It's kind of a pain though sometimes to pull it out. You got to talk about it and share it, but I love it. I love sharing, as well. It's just sometimes
yeah,
it's that much makes it that much harder, So you know what I mean.
I do. I do. And that's the reason why I don't anymore. I'm like, nope. uh, but it
Hey,
also, go ahead.
do you ever? No, you go ahead because mine's kind of changing the subject. You go ahead.
Nope, change subject. Away with it.
I just had somebody had said about the magnet. Um, I know we gave away a magnet not too long ago. Have you? And I know you have magnets. Have you taken a magnet out to your spot there and
Nope.
thrown it over in the water?
Nope.
No. Mm-hmm.
Nope. I haven't. Um, it would be interesting. It's definitely something. The thing is, there's no dock per se, so it would really be
Yeah,
dragging it.
makes it.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. And the only thing about that at that place, if you are digging bottles and stuff, you don't want to break anything. You just need to wait for a super, 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 super low tide, I guess.
Yeah, super low tide actually. Was it this past weekend? We had gone out to the rocky beach. John was capturing photos of the different birds and predators in our area, and there was one hanging over a tree. And I mean, the water was so far down in this area that you could walk right out to like the middle is where this goes, and then it goes out because it's a
Wow.
port. So, um, but
Wow.
yeah, I mean, again, you just have to be cautious of the mud and try not to get stuck in it. And
That's what I was about to say is then you got to worry about getting caught in that muck, getting stuck. You have to have somebody there to help you.
yeah, that's why whenever I go into like those type of situations, I try to only go when there's someone else with me, because that would suck. I already did that once semi on my own, and to get stuck and start panicking when you realize, all right, yeah, there's no way I'm getting my boot out, and there's nothing but glass on the way, and you like being barefoot in your boots, so it's not a good
Right. I got stuck one time when I was videoing, and I was out by myself. I was at the river, and I was videoing, and I couldn't pull myself out, and I ended up pulling,
getting
1
deeper.
foot out of the boot, and finally I was like, all right. And I don't think I ever aired that video either. It was kind of funny because I didn't really find that much, so I was like, yeah. So that footage probably got discarded, but it was quite hilarious if you could have saw me. And trying to pull myself out of there. And it's, finally I had to put the camera down and, okay, this is getting serious here. I feel like quicksand.
And it really can. You could get, 1 foot out of the boot, but it feels like you're actually sinking deeper, and it's like, oh, all right, this is not good.
Right.
But
Exactly. So, any more cool finds though that you found out
Um,
there?
no, I mean, the stoppers, the bottle stoppers, the buttons, really like one of these sections, I love finding the lead bale seals. Absolutely. They're so
Oh,
cool,
yeah.
and I really can't wait to actually put all of them together from like just really how many I found there to kind of go through and figure out, okay, how many did I really find? So that would be neat to do. I'm looking forward to that's something that's kind of putting, that all right, this is something I need to do. Gotta start
Right.
going
How
through the
many
finds.
how many different varieties do you usually find? I mean, have you looked at some of them
Yep.
and like what type of bale seals are you finding?
So I've found two with like different design, well, not two, two different types that have like a decorative, like a almost a pattern on it. And then I found, I think it's NH and G, and a couple that have just numbers. So there's quite a few different varieties. Um, they're all smaller than the normal ones I find in the fields, though. So I found that very interesting that they're, almost a quarter of the size of the bigger ones that you find out in farm fields and things like that. So I don't know.
Cool. Huh. So they're a little bigger?
Yeah, no, these ones are smaller.
Smaller?
Yep,
Smaller.
smaller.
Okay. Gotcha.
So they're
Gotcha. Interesting.
maybe a little, so definitely smaller than a dime. Um, Very cool. Yeah, this is a very like rocky area. Um, and so I tend to find a lot of actually really small things like the lead, different brass pieces, coins, and then on occasion I'll end up I spying a bead or the stoppers or something like that.
Oh, cool. You find
Yeah.
a lot of beads. I've often wondered, and you see a lot of those different kinds of beads, like on the river things, where they find all different types of beads. I've often wondered, what some of those beads came off of, if it was jewelry or um, dresses. Um, I mean, what do you think the beads that you find come off of?
Well,
You think it was jewelry?
the little teeny tiny sea beads, we call them like SEA beads. They're tiny
Uh
that
huh.
I spot. They probably came from like handbags or pillows or
Right.
things like that would end up being decorative sewn into it or like frills on the edges. Or even
Right.
think back then lampshades had them too. You'd have the beads
Lamp,
hanging off, the little
yeah,
beads.
lampshades, pillows, yeah, stuff like that. Okay.
But then the fancier ones, I think, yeah, jewelry, different bracelets, maybe necklaces. But I love finding, the cogs too for watches and
Oh, me too. I love finding those. I've been wanting to make something out of some.
make some steampunk something or another.
Yeah, something or another. So I love steampunks. I love that. I don't know. I just like it. Be cool to create stuff like that. I just lately my artistic creativity just hasn't been there though.
No, I I have been, and actually I was excited at Christmas. I got one of those aprons, like an actual work apron that's like got almost like a rubber proof, like waterproof type material with the pockets and everything. I work with that epoxy resin, and on occasion I end up wearing it when I'm doing different stuff. So I'm like, all right, I need something because it ends up, it will soak right into clothing, and then you not getting it out. So yeah, I got one of those nice, like awesome aprons. Pretty excited. I'm excited about an apron I got for Christmas.
That's
Oh,
cool. That's
Lord.
cool.
Yep.
I got of all things, which I really needed it, is I got a little car back because, we go out and we metal detect and we get dirt and mud all over our vehicles. And so that's one thing I had been hinting to Santa, about, and got it. So I'm excited about that.
Oh, that's cool, though. Nothing wrong with it.
But I have been wanting to get, I know you and I have talked about it before. I don't know if we talked about it here, but, I've been wanting to get some of that resin and repurpose some of the stuff that's not as old, like the keys and the little gears and things like that, and make I've been wanting to make some end tables, actually, and put some of those items there because I want something that I can use, but still be able to. It can kind of showcase the finds as well. So, and I know you were making jewelry out of some of that before. That's another thing that's really cool. So.
Oh yeah, I was so the buttons from the button dump that are disintegrating and falling apart, I'll put them in the epoxy. So that way it
Cool,
doesn't
that's a good idea. Preserves it.
Yep. And turn them into keychains and stuff like that. So
That's a great idea.
I would have felt bad throwing out some of the little cufflink ones that the backs had just disappeared, and that they were slowly falling apart. And I found that worked really well. So, meh.
Yeah. I think we ought to join our chat for a minute because they've been talking about all kinds of things they encounter, and I know we've talked about this kind of stuff before on our podcast, but they're talking about like ticks and and birds, those little things that cling to you. I've ended up having to throw away socks sometimes because, they get embedded in there, and I can sit for an hour pulling those little burrs off of, and I get frustrated, so I just throw them away. Have you ever had that happen?
The burrs, not so much. No.
Probably more prevalent here in Texas and some of the drier areas, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, the one big thing here, though, is the blackberry bushes have these like serious thorns.
Oh, yes. Those thorns. Oh, my goodness. That's funny.
I have totally done a number on my legs walking through, in shorts in an area I probably shouldn't be. Like, I'm going to search in here. Yeah, okay, dumbass. Well, perhaps you should be wearing pants. And I look like I got in a serious like cat fight, and I lost to the cat. So.
Yeah, I tell my friends that, because Texas is such a warm area, and you can wear shorts, like yesterday, when you're out detecting and stuff. But if you're going to be anywhere around in the, the woods or the forest or anywhere there's, you can get so cut up. And I've come home with scratches and scrapes and stuff in the weirdest places. I'm like, I don't remember I just remember burrowing through the woods there and getting caught in the briar, and then come home and I've got scratches and scrapes and scars and everything else from all of that. But yeah, you were talking about those berry bushes. I remember, sorry, this is a little off subject, but I remember when my oldest son was little and used to take him out in the woods, and there was these, at the family farm, and there was those blackberry bushes, and we'd pick them and we'd go, yum, yum. Well, he got to where he would call them yum, yums. And so he'd go, let's go pick some yum, yums. Anyway, that just reminded me of them. Those little awful bushes produce some pretty yummy things.
They seriously
But they're
do.
no fun
No.
for us detectorists, that's for sure.
And yeah,
But
the ticks are my
oh,
bane of my existence. I hate them. I hate them. All I can
yeah.
remember, I did end up with one this year, and it was right at the very beginning of the COVID, and everything was closed, and I had this like weird pain in the back of my neck, and I'm like, what in the world? And John actually had a day off, and I'm like, can you look at the back of my neck? And yeah, it was a tick like half buried in my neck, and we just couldn't get it out. So he ended
Oh,
up like having to cut. Oh, it was not good. It was gross. Horrible.
mm, that is
Nothing
terrible.
nothing
Yeah.
was open, and we're like, yeah, no, not going to the emergency room to try to get a tick out. Cut it open, get it out. So it just kept saying, just get it out. Get the tick out.
So was it the little that there's like the seed ticks or the teeny tiny ones, and then there's the little mid-sized ticks, and then there's the big fat gray ticks.
Yeah,
Those are creepy.
we have deer
Uh,
ticks, and then
yeah.
I forget what they call the other ones. I don't know. Yeah, this was a small one, not the good one, not the good type at all. Bad. So he had to. I wore Sharpie around on my neck for a while. Not that you need to, but
Mm.
it's good to circle the bite. Mm,
Oh gosh.
keep an eye on it.
Emily from Little Dirt Digger says she got one in her ear back in the summer,
Oh,
and that's just terrible. My brother, when he was little, he got a big tick in his ear, and ended up having to go to the doctor and get it removed, and all kinds of nasty. Oh, it's terrible nightmare. And I know Bill in our chat. I think it you, Bill, that had gotten the Lyme disease from the
yeah.
tick.
Yep. Bill had it.
Yeah. Oh, that's some serious business. People just have no clue what we go through to do our lovely hobby.
But we're getting lots and lots and lots of vitamin D and enjoying our time.
Exactly. Right. In fact, in my new video that's out, you can see that snake skin we happened upon.
Ooh.
First thing when we've gotten started in our hunt in the video. And that's another thing, definitely. We have a lot of them here in Texas, that's for sure. But you got to be careful about. So I always carry now a snake bite kit in my backpack now here in Texas when I'm out digging.
That's smart. That's a good idea. Brilliant.
And then Emily says, yeah, she doesn't like those chiggers either. I hate those chiggers. I never itched so much in my life. Those chiggers. Oh. Oh, a nightmare. Well, what do you think? Why don't we go ahead and give our giveaway tonight?
Yeah, you want to announce? You want to announce what it is?
Sure. Are y'all ready for a giveaway? Tonight we are going to give away the last of our giveaways. This one's for the new year, and we're going to give away the Garrett Carrot, the AT pinpointer. So this one is the waterproof one. I think up to 15 feet? Is it 20 feet? I can't remember right now. So anyway, so if y'all are ready for that, what we're going to do is we have already drawn a number from the random number picker, a number from 1 to 150. Is that correct?
Yes. Yep.
150. Yeah, actually, it used to be 10 feet. I think it's deeper than 10 feet now. They've extended the 10 feet. If you look on the new advertisements for the carrot, they've extended it. I think it's 15 or 20. I can't remember, but y'all can check it for me. But anyway, it's from 1 to 150, and I'll let you go ahead and start that when you're ready. And you'll get one guess, or do we want to do two guesses?
Just let them guess until someone gets it right.
Okay, the first person to type it in, it'll be the one that types in the number first will be the winner. So on your mark, get set, and you tell them when.
And now. Whew.
I think my computer is really slow and delayed tonight.
Oh, no, they're coming in giant batches.
Are they?
Yeah.
I'm not getting them. So I'm not getting them for some reason. I got the first three. Oh, we got a winner, I think. I saw a winner. Y'all can stop.
Let me catch up. Yes, I see a winner as well. Is it between Mike and Aggie?
I'll have to go look. Yeah, I think. But the first person to guess it is the winner.
All right. And I saw Bill Hayes. Is that who you saw?
That's who I saw first. So Let's double check this. Let's double check.
Scrolling
we want
back.
to be fair.
Number 12 was the winner, which was funny because it's December 12.
Yep, December 12. We're going to ring in the new year. It's going to be 1 soon.
And went back through. Yep, that was the first person.
The first.
Yep, Bill Hayes.
Bill, you're the first one to guess the number correctly. So congratulations.
And then should he contact Brian or should he contact you?
Either me or Brian at the Digger's Den, and let them, if you contact him, Brian, just let him know you won the Garrett Carrot, the Pro Pin AT pinpointer, and we'll get that shipped out to you ASAP. Now, Brian is good at getting them shipped out super quick, very quick. And I know he got one shipped out. The guy, Mark, that won the magnet, he got it shipped out the very next day.
Oh, awesome.
That morning, but poor Mark got a big delay for some reason. The shipping got messed up, and he got a big delay, but I don't know yet. I guess he's gotten it since then, so hopefully he got that. But Brian is super fast on his shipping, amazing customer service. So just remember, if you didn't get what you needed for Christmas, what you asked Santa to bring you, but maybe you got some Christmas cash, or maybe you've got a new tax return coming up and you're looking to upgrade your detector or get some new detecting equipment, you can hop on over to Digger's Den, and you can always use my code, and that can give you a little break on that as well. So be sure and check out our website at ddetectors.com, and Bill put that in the in the chat as well, the link to that. And that is The Digger's Den. And we will be glad to help you with your detecting needs. So really appreciate Brian over there. I noticed that he got out and did some metal detecting a few days ago. It looked like he hunted an old 1800s property, and he seemed really sad that he didn't get any silver coins at that property. But he got some cool relics. So he definitely got some cool relics. Oh, man. And Mike said he didn't get his pinpointer yet from last week. Well, I know he shipped it. So I know that a lot of people, as it got closer to Christmas, it seems that the shipping has gotten crazy. I had several packages that I had ordered online that I tracked the shipping, and one went to Illinois and finally got here. And then I ordered something from the same company later, and I got it within 2 days. So go figure. Sometimes it can just be really, really crazy.
Yeah,
this time of year.
I mailed out a couple things actually 2.5 weeks ago, and they're not where they're not there yet. And one was in a card. So you'd think that type of stuff would have maybe gotten there first instead of like packages. No. Apparently some of the stuff is going to centers and just sitting. So
sitting. I guess they got overflowed this year because, a lot of people weren't able to go travel at all. So they're shipping this year because of, COVID. And I know that I still have some packages that haven't came in myself, and other packages that someone said that they were sending, and I haven't, received those. So I'll probably wait a little. Maybe I shouldn't ship those prizes out this week because that still might bog everything down. Maybe I should wait another week. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, I just keep bringing them over. I know that our neighbor works for the post office, and horrible. Like the way, yep, and they're working like 8 days a week, massive hours, and I don't know about pay and whatnot, but definitely they don't look, they're not happy. So
I can imagine. Yeah, did you see what Ambient Girl put in chat? She said the FedEx driver told her that there were tons of trailers at their warehouse that haven't even been sorted yet for delivery. They've been sitting there for a couple of weeks, so makes sense. So y'all hang tight. I'm sure you'll get your packages soon, and just hopefully next year's better. We got to bring in the new year right? On a positive note. It's going to be awesome. I just know it. It's going to be an amazing year.
I'm not. Yeah.
I'm very sure of that. But I'm going to, I know this year is going to be wonderful. And this COVID is going to go away because we're going to wish it away, and it's going away. So
I might end up purchasing one of those blue 3 tanks, and maybe I'll make it the best summer ever, or best year ever. Either that, or I'll drown while trying to do it.
No, you're going to come. That's an idea. I was thinking of the Button Dump Creek or whatever that is, getting in there with that. Oh, my gosh.
There's a few areas that I have on my list that I'm like, you know what? It might actually be worth it to get one. I might have to part with some of the goodies that I've saved and treasures for, that I haven't given back to property owners. I do have a stack growing, and I'm looking around going, I'm running out of space. Talked to the museum, and obviously nobody's really visiting any of those right now, and they're like, meh. So I'm
Right.
like, crap, what do I do? Well, maybe I'll
Right.
upgrade some of the, or get some equipment, not upgrade. I don't have anything like that. So,
Yeah.
eh,
Yep. Well, we're going to make it an awesome year, and this year we're going to find a way we can hunt together. And I just want to take this opportunity to thank all of our listeners for joining us, not only tonight, but throughout the year. We thank you. Thank you for being in chat, participating. We appreciate every one of you. And just want to take this moment to thank you for um, the best we can make out of this year and this next year. Wishing you the best year ever. Right?
absolutely, absolutely. And adding in that they've put up with our wonderful system and technical issues. We hate canceling. Um, it's not fun. So we appreciate all of you and hope everyone
We sure
has
do.
a very safe and good New Year, 2021.
Indeed. 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 All right. Love you all. You all have a wonderful evening and a wonderful rest of your week. Make it amazing and Happy New Year.
Thanks for
Good
being with
night, all.
us. And thanks for being with us for the final Monday of 2020. Good,
C'est la vie 2020.
good night, all.
Night.